So my wife was telling me the other day about her friend that's always complaining about brothers and the fact that they don't do this right, they don't do that right. I'm like, brother's not gonna call your friend back because they always yin-yanging in their air. There's nothing a dude hates worse than coming home from a hard day work and you don't do this right, you don't do that right. You don't take the kids out. You don't help me around the house. I mean, just yang, 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 yang. Nothing turns a brother off, and nothing will make a brother not call you back more than a lot of yap in your ear.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's just keep it real.
I don't know too many brothers like us that sit around and talk about, you know, women that ain't got status or women that ain't doing this or women that ain't doing that. We just keep it moving.
Right. Because y'all keep talking about the booty. Because you allow women to get away with certain things. And since black women, like he said, black women always yippity yapping, but they want to control and take your manhood from you, but they ain't supporting.
I don't think that's a black woman thing. I think that's
that's a black woman.
Women, period. So
that's why I don't date black women.
What type of women do you date?
I date Asian women, women that are very submissive, polite, cordial.
What do your mama say about that?
Well, my mom is no longer living. But if my mom was living, she would be okay whatever makes me happy, irregardless of the color of the lady that I'm dating. And because I don't like smart mouth women that talk back, that's got attitude.
But you're generalizing the whole black woman population is not like that.
Well, I didn't say that I'm generalizing. I'm saying the women that I come across. And understand, I'm a single black successful man that don't need no black woman to tell me how to live my life.
But you need any woman to tell you how to live that?
I don't need no woman to tell me how to live my life.
So
no woman.
It's across the board. You're not discriminating against black women.
I'm taking care of my business.
You're saying that about women.
And if a woman was smart and had a man like me, she wouldn't be yappity-yappy, because she would be living a very good life, a very quality life, and a very good life to the perspective. Why would you yell and scream at a man that's taking care of his business? You live well. You got everything you need around you. You know, there's no infidelity. There's no arguing about, you know, sex, no drugs, no alcohol.
Let me ask you something. You're saying that these Asian women have ever said anything back to you?
No, they don't talk back.
They speak English?
We have, yeah, they do speak English.
Okay.
We have dialogue of civil communicating with one another.
You've never had an argument with any of them?
No, you do know that a lot of black women say that you just soft and that you don't want to address a real woman.
None of them
do know that, right?
Well, first of all, let me tell you one thing about me. One thing about me ain't nothing soft about me. See, that's why we're talking about the booty, because I ain't weak for the sex. That's why black women are controlling a black man in today's society through their sex, because the brothers is weak. He ain't man enough to stand up and man up and tell our sister she need to go sit down.
I disagree.
Stay out my
I think
business.
the show is about sex. I gotta say this, Jeff. I'm sorry. I gotta say this. I love black women. I love black women.
I love black women.
And you're talking about not being weak. It could be a sign of weakness that you are afraid to talk to a black woman, and you do go to an Asian woman. That's a sign of weakness to me. I can talk to an Asian woman, a white woman. Not that I do that, but a sister. It don't matter because I'm cool and confident with who I am.
Well, I'm confident in the fact that, you know, I am who I am because, first of all, I give all praise to the God Almighty.
The good man, of course.
But understand one thing. I'm self-sufficient economically. I'm free economically to do anything and don't need no black woman, white woman, Asian woman, no matter what color she is.
I love black women, man. Okay. I don't know who this dude is. Jeff, what about you, man?
There's a cultural connection that I have. Now, I don't discriminate. I think you find love wherever you find love. There's a cultural kind of closeness that I have to black women because I got a black mama and I got a black grandmama on both sides, and there's something about that energy that I want my kids to have one day. I've also found this, though. There have been women who I've dated or had close relationships with who were strong women. They were assertive women. They didn't take anything off anybody, and when they came to me, they did what I asked them to do. You call it submissive, call it respectful, whatever it was. So I take that to mean that women who have a bad attitude, a lot of times it's because men aren't being men. I found that if you be a man and you do things you're supposed to do, women will look up to you and they don't mind working with you in a relationship. So my ego's not challenged by that.
Chris, I was just about to say, I hear what Rick is saying and I totally understand. But at the same time, just like Jeff said, my mom's black, my grandma's black, and I know they're deeply strong women from within. I've seen them deal with the trials and tribulation of a hard time and come through it like there's nothing wrong because their child's in the same room. At the same time, there's some other women of other cultures that don't understand me because they not coming from where I came from.
Now understand what you're saying. I agree. What do you think I get my emotional strength from? My black mother, my black grandmother. That's why.
So that's why you turn your back on them now that you got the bling bling.
No, understand.
So the things you were taught weren't good enough for you to now join yourself
right to this day. But you need to understand, because I'm successful, intelligent, and a man about his business. I want a woman next to me supporting me, not trying to tear me down.
Once again,
sisters are good at tearing brothers down emotionally.
Again, you say sisters, you're
They're
generalizing.
good at that. They're good at that.
We can say the sisters that you may have encountered.
But you understand one thing about most black women are very negative in terms of the way they speak and talk to you. We as men need to be men in our household. And if a woman don't support you, she ain't the woman for you.
I could really get behind a lot what you're saying, man, but you just generalize it so much to the point where I cannot sit back and agree with you.
If your woman didn't support you, would you marry her?
You didn't say the black woman that you have come encountered with.
Would you marry her?
The black woman that have hurt you.
If your woman didn't support you, would you marry her?
Stabbed you.
No, but you're generalizing.
No,
all black women
I'm generalizing. I found
people
treat you the way you let them treat you. The way you respect yourself is the way people respect you. So in other words, you might be telling me that there was something about you and the way you interacted with black women that made them not respect you.
Let me give you a perfect example.
What would that be?
First of all, nobody on earth, male or female, I'm going to let disrespect me, because I respect myself. That's number one. Whether you're male or female, you come in with respect. Otherwise, you can keep it moving.
Right.
The same token, you need to understand, in the Bible, it says man takes dominion over all. No woman is to run nothing in this life. That's why you was created the man first. Then came the woman.
As long as you taking care of the crib and handling your business, I don't have a problem with that.
That's how that works.
Well, if you use that, use that logic, as you say with the Bible, because about 7 years ago I got my preacher's license. And when you talk about the Bible, we're also supposed to be a light upon a hill. So we're supposed to live by example. So that means if we're being a respectful and respectable example, then people will go to us. What is the one thing, as a psychologist might say, that we have in common in the relationships? With all the different women we dated, what's the one thing we got in common? Us. The one person.
Then let's talk about
if you're being disrespected by all these black women, what is it about you that turns them all off?
Me, I'm not going to let them disrespect me.
Something happened,
Understand.
Unless you went to an Asian high school.
We will intervene with you. We'll
something happened. We need to have Lucretia.
Shamanda, we need you to call. Email us at BMR.
Help us heal.
Let us know how you hurt this man. Because unless he took karate and algebra in Japan,
I had a bad.
something has happened.
Listen,
we need to have an intervention for Rick, dog.
The main thing is the reason why a lot of black men don't call black women back is because they feel like that they're negative. And we just want more positive. I think that's the message we want to get out there.
I'll drink to that.
Let's drink
I'll drink to that. I'll totally drink to that.
Yeah, we can drink to that.
Sake for everybody. I talked about it on the show with you earlier today, big brother. I can't stand when I'm talking to a woman, we're meeting for the first time or we're out on our first date.
Right.
I usually find that when they're around that 30, 32, 33 age, that they're real direct. They're trying to get to the point. What do you want in life? How many kids do you want? Do I look like I'm marriage material? Don't be rushing me to the altar. Don't do that. That's a major, major turnoff. And Rick here, when we talked last week, he was telling me about, you don't even date women that's that age. You like them younger than that.
Yeah, ain't nothing worse than dating a girl on the first day she got on a wedding gown.
Exactly.
But you need to understand.
Everything she wants has something to do with wedding.
Yeah.
You want to eat? Onion ring.
But you gotta understand, young women, they come with an ideology that they can achieve anything in life. They still have a certain optimism about life.
You ain't got with R. Kelly.
No. Well, older women, they carry and bring baggage to the table. You know, they got that emotional baggage. They work every day. They got that working mentality. See, I'm
women, period.
Yes, I'm an entrepreneur by nature, so my thinking is free. And I need to get up and do what I need to do when it's time for me to do it. And again, for any black man that's trying to be successful, this where it comes, I can achieve anything. I can be anything. And we need to be around atmosphere of people and women that's going to support that. Like he said, the high school spirit. Why, as we get older in life, we lose that? Why can't we hold on to that, believe in that? Because we are achieving in life and we constantly moving. So that's why younger women have that ideology. That's why I would date younger women.
So he hangs out with Wesley Snipes and R. Kelly.
I love-
What about
I
you,
love
Jeff?
Wesley
What
now.
about you, Jeff?
Wesley Kelly.
I want a woman that has experiences, that has her life together, that wants to do things, and that's great, regardless of the age. I'm not going to dip too far too young, because one of the things that we have to look at here is sometimes I think it's lazy to go too young, because we don't want a woman with baggage.
Right.
How do women get baggage? Because they dealt with somebody usually who was
Well,
older.
I didn't give it a
who
baggage.
scarred them,
I didn't give
and
it a
then
baggage.
10 years later, they're still trying to
I'm not
recover.
responsible for another woman's baggage because I didn't give it to her. I'm not accepting
But
it.
you want to
I'm
go,
not
you
dealing
want
with
to
it.
circumvent
I
that
didn't
by
get
going
it.
young.
Oh, here's
You
the
want to
thing.
circumvent
Why,
that by
why
going
is it a
young.
negative?
I know lots of women that we work with, and I've come upon lots of women. My wife has friends. We have family members that are of age. There's like a point of no return. When you get like 27, 28, it's like, yeah, that clock is ticking and everything is geared towards getting married. And I can't say I blame them, but guys sense that. Guys can smell that they're eager.
What kind of shirt is that? Halter top?
But do you believe at some point that a man wants to be stable and settle down and spend his life with a lady as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Whether that's marriage or not, because everybody's not made for marriage. There are people who've been in relationships for 20 or 30 years.
Obviously, Rick's not made for marriage.